Happy Friday. Excuse the hair, but today I'm just not caring. Man, it's Friday already. The past few days have been really just great. A little warm. Today's cooler, which is nice. I'm able to park in the sun and get my solar charged up. I wanted to share. So Wednesday evening, it was going on 9 o'clock, and I wanted to walk up and get things ready, but it was still too warm. And I see this white van pull up behind me, which I've seen that van prior. And I see a gentleman get out, and he comes to my passenger side because that's the side I keep open. And he has this pizza, Domino's Pizza. And he introduced himself as Robert and was telling me that he had been homeless and how hard it must be for me to be homeless. I just love that. And he bought himself a pizza and wanted to bring me a 5-meat pizza, stuffed crust pizza. I haven't had pizza in a while. So I was just thanking him and thank you so much. I appreciate you thinking about me. And he goes, yeah, I've seen you here every night for quite a while. And I said, long story short, I'm just in cancer treatment. Once it's done, I'll be out of here. It's safe for me to sleep here. Said, as a matter of fact, the police department was the ones who told me to park here, and it just so happened to be across from the street that I used to go to. But he kept going on and on about being homeless, and for me to keep, my chin up, because after 3 months of him living in his vehicle when he moved to Oregon from California, he has a job, he rents a room, he's going on, and he's trying to be positive. And I was like, well, that's just really awesome for you. He goes, well, how long have you been homeless? I go, well, I'm houseless by choice. And I've been doing this for over 9 years. I've just got huge. I said, I absolutely love the nomadic life. It is not for everyone. And people assume because you're living in your vehicle, your RV, on the street, wherever, that circumstances have forced you there. And I told him, I go, now I know I've met a lot of people that don't want to live this lifestyle. But I've also met many people who embrace it and love it. So finally something in my head said, just drop it. Because he kept going on and on. Well, it's going to get better. And I'm thinking, gosh, my life is so good. Whether it's a permanent structure or not, that doesn't define my life. But that was not a conversation I was willing to get into. I just thanked him again, told him I was going to lock up. And he's like, oh, yeah. He goes, it's a 12-inch pizza, and it'll keep you fed for several days. I said, thank you. Well, Thursday morning, yesterday, I had my scan. And it was too late. I'm done eating at 4 o'clock at the latest. So I said, thank you very much. And the next morning I shared the pizza. I ate a couple pieces, and that was plenty for me. Now, I could have put some in my fridge, but to be honest, I'd rather gifted it than let it just sit there, knowing I'm not a huge pizza eater anymore. Everything has changed with cancer. That I was like, okay. So yeah, I wanted to share that. It was great. And then I had my my scan yesterday, and I'll get the results on Wednesday. But I know God's, showing a clear picture again. I'm just not stressing that at all. I prayed before I went in. As they were putting me in the tube with the contrast, I prayed again, and just thanking him for the wonderful results, and and I continue to sing God's praises. So another thing that I've been doing is this sour sop. I was skeptical, but everything in here is natural from the source. there's nothing added into it. There's sea moss, moringa, oregano, turmeric. I love turmeric. Black seed oil. And you take 2 milliliters, and it comes with a little dropper. And this, I was skeptical and worried because I heard that it's just so bitter and sour, but this is not. This formula is really good. It's from Clintra. Anyway, the story behind this is I went to only order 1 bottle because I wanted to try it. And I have to tell you, it's only been this past week, and I definitely feel more energy, which is nice. My stomach doesn't get, it's for supports digestion, energy, and immune system, which is all things that I have to be mindful of. But I went just to order 1 bottle because I wanted to try it, right? You watch this whole long video, which is great. I like information, and then I like to research it. But I had prior researched this company. It's the #1 selling of this stuff. So, recommended, I should say. Anyway, getting off track here. Squirrel! So listen, I go and check my bank balance because that's something that I do quite a bit. And they gave me a discount, sent me 6 bottles with a discount, but it was quite a bit more than I was wanting to spend. So I have reached out to this company 3 times because I wanted to send this back. And no one has reached out to me, but actually I'm happy now that I got it. I mean, you know, it all worked out in the end. But when I did get the box, there wasn't even an invoice in it. So that's not good business, this Clintra company. That's not good business. But I'm satisfied with it, and I'll see in the next 2 to 3 weeks if it's still doing a good job or not. It says 100% money back guarantee, but like I said, there wasn't even an invoice. Of course, I have my online statement and stuff, but I just thought that was weird that they didn't send an invoice with it. But anyway, not being sponsored by them, but I have to say, I was upset because they definitely overcharged me. So the extra money, that part of that I had still saved from doing those surveys and stuff, which actually mostly games, went on this, but it's working out to be a benefit. I am starting my jewelry, so in the next week or 2, I'm going to share the one thing that I had honed in on that I'm doing, the bracelets. And so I feel God's leading me there, and I'm happy and I'm excited, and I'm well rested from my daughter's visit. And yeah, God is good. God is so good. This morning did my laundry, got my walk in, you know, made my coffee not coffee, all of that before 7:30 this morning because I knew it was going to be warm today. I am going to go for a walk again a little later because there's a lot of shade in the back part of the park. So it all depends on who comes and parks over here because I have to stay in view of my van in the afternoon because it's too hot to lock it up. It just gets too hot. But where I parked today, I could actually do another nice walk and keep my eyeball out on my van. But anyway, yeah, that's my update. Wednesday I get labs. I get the report of my scan. See my oncologist. And then on Friday I get another round of chemo. I'm really curious to see if this is going to help with the nausea and stuff from chemo. The reason I checked into this is because a lot of cancer patients use this, and it has all the different minerals and stuff in it that your body needs. And so, yeah, checking it out. We'll see. It's even supposed to help with wrinkles, but honestly, you know, I'm 64 and I have been blessed. I have, you know, this right here, which I don't care, but I've had those my whole life. But it's supposed to help with that and with your skin, which I could use some help because that chemo is rough. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the journey. I'm really grateful it's almost over. And that's what we're going to talk about on Wednesday, the results of this scan, to see how many more he believes I might need. Anyway, that's what's happening in my world. I pray that you're having a very blessed day. Have an amazing weekend. I'll definitely be talking to you on Sunday. And Sunday's going to be nice because it's only in the 70s here on Sunday. So I'm going to get out and about and share the love and the word of God with you then. Anyway, I pray for you. I ask that you pray for me. And I do pray for each and every one of you. You know, God hears you. He loves you right where you're at. And I know for me, there was times I couldn't even speak a word. I could not. For instance, yesterday, as I was going to the place where I park at night, all of a sudden traffic was at a standstill on this like back road area, and instantly started crying. There was a motorcycle that was hit by a car. I instantly thought of my sweet son Joshua, who passed away last year in an accident on his motorcycle. And I had to turn away because I had to go past it to get through. And, you know, I didn't even have words, but I could feel the Lord just there with me and lifting me through it as I'm getting emotional now. And then, of course, I prayed for that person. I didn't check to see the outcome or anything. I don't want to know. But I did pray for them and for the person in the car and also, you know, for other people involved. So anyway, I know God's there. Even when we can't say anything, He is there. So don't give up hope. Don't lose your faith. Continue to stand strong in the Lord. He loves you. He loves you. He loves you. God is so good. He's amazing. He is so very good. Anyway, once again, God bless each and every one of you, and I'll be talking to you soon. This is Gracie. Have a fabulous Friday. Bye.